All right, guys. This is the first round of the Endless Summer Brooklyn Old School Tournament event going on today, Saturday, August 25th, 2024. This is Andy Vaccaro. I'm commenting on the first match, and it looks like we have Vincent DeVito versus Ty Thompson. Two semi-local players from New Jersey. Ty off some recent big tournament wins. We're looking to see I think we're resolving mulligans right now, so we're going to go into the first game. So Ty looks like he's going to keep. Vince has already decided on keeping, and he's going to. It looks like he's playing green. Ty's going to go down to 6, I believe. Now, a lot of people are getting ready for LobsterCon. I believe that the format for this tournament is Atlantic, so there might be some people going to play test and see how their ducks are going to be doing before the big tournament at LobsterCon next month, which I will be at, and which both of these players will be at as well. So hopefully we'll get a good game here. There are some interesting side quests for this Endless Summer, which I don't have access to, but there are different ways that you can get points by winning or doing certain achievements during the match. And I believe that Ty might be looking to mill the opponent out this match, just from what he was saying during the Discord and stuff. Vincent plays a quick Birds of Paradise and passes the turn. Ty's going to come up with the Plains and a land tax. So I'm expecting a control build from Ty. He was asking whether or not he actually technically needs to mill to win or to have the opponent not draw. So, which I don't think you can actually win by milling. The opponent actually has to not be able to draw a card. Vince plays a City of Brass, Concordant Crossroads, and now might be a time walk. Okay, so I'm gonna go to time. He's gonna take another turn, so we may see an Urnham here. Looks like he's got a channel in hand. Vince has been known to channel Fireball plenty of players, myself included. And we're gonna go draw a new 7 Time Twister. He still hasn't played a land yet, so Ty will have land tax live next turn. All right. Vince takes a look at his new hand. He's going to drop a Tropical Island. Pearl. That would be funny if he time walks again. But no, it's going to be a Sylvan Library. He's going to pass the turn. Ty's going to activate his land tax. Let's see if he gets all 3. I'd probably go for all 3 at this point, just to thin out the deck. We can see what colors he's playing. It looks like 4 colors so far. All right. It may be. Hopefully, we'll learn a lot about what he plays now, but it may be some sort of. It looks like some sort of control build. Plays a Mox Jet. Another Mox. Tundra. Still has those 3 lands in hand. So you should have 7 cards in hand now. Oh, no, 8 cards because he drew 1. He's going to tap the Ruby for an Ivory Tower. Looks like we got a little glare issue there, but that's definitely an Ivory Tower. So now it's starting to come together. Double land tax. Ty's really going to gain a lot of life next turn. And Vince needs some sort of clock. He does have that Concordant Crossroads, so he could come out of nowhere. But it doesn't look like he has much gas right now. Chooses his card, and let's see what Vince does. He's going to play a factory. That's a clock, but it's nowhere near fast enough. It's going to be a Pixies, and that Pixies has haste. Looks like Vince is going to come in for... Nope. Ty responds with Disenchant on his Crossroads, taking away haste from all his creatures. Vince may need to pass the turn here. Now, I don't think he can actually tap the factory since it has Summoning Sick. All right, he's going to pass the turn. It's going to Chaos Orb. It was Chaos Orbed the tower. Ty's going to go land tax. Let's see if he land tax twice. He can get up to 6 lands. Yep, and he's looking for... He may have run out of basic lands. I didn't see any mountains, so I don't think that Land's Edge is in this deck. All right, plays a forest. He's going to regrowth the tower, play the tower. This may be a long game. And he's going to tutor. If I were to guess, he'd probably want... A moat is probably really good here. Just to further set up the defenses. This has got 2 cards. Ty passes. He's going to untap his lands, and let's see what he draws. He does have the Sylvan activation. And Vince is going to take 4. He's going to be down to 16. It's going to be difficult to keep track of the score of life here. I do believe... Ty did gain at least 3 life on that. He's going to regrow his Concordant, plays Concordant, and... Really wants that Concordant Crossroads. Ty's tapped out, so he doesn't really have an answer to this. And Vince is going to come in for 7. Okay, so that Juggernaut's going to really pose a threat. Ty's going to need an answer, but he does have a full grip of cards. All right, so Ty still has more lands in his hand. I mean, more lands in his deck. I think that's about it. He's going to go back up to what I believe 19, gaining 4 from the Ivory Tower. Oh, this is going to be a problem. That's another tower from Ty. He's going to gain 6 a turn. It's this 7 life is not going to be a quick enough clock. Vince is really going to need something. That's a land, and I think a 3rd land. Looks like Vince has a Wheel of Fortune and an Argothian Pixies. Probably. I'm not sure if the wheel is a great idea right now. You always want to follow up the wheel with something else. If he plays the wheel, he's not going to have much mana to do anything. Bring guys in 6 lands. Ty did not have much. Now you got to expect that Ty's going to be drawing all gas. He kind of filtered out all of his deck with the land tax. Vince is plays a couple Sapphire Lotus and another land, so that's good. He is able to at least play another threat and attack. It looks like he has an Illusionary Forces. Ty is not tapped out this time. He can't respond with a sword, so trying to figure out what he's definitely got those Illusionary Forces and an Urnum, both pretty good cards. Illusionary Forces would probably be my pick, given that's the one that So if Ty doesn't have his swords here, he's in for a world of hurt. Disenchant that. Okay. And that's going to come in for another 7. He does have a sword. He's going to swords the Juggernaut. He's going to take 2. And then Ty's going to... He's not going to gain much. He did use the Disenchant and the swords, putting it down to 5 cards. He's only going to gain 2. So Ty asking how many cards Vince has. He may have a balance, which would be amazing in this situation. Balance would be probably the best card. Ty's in the tank, which makes me believe he does have a balance. You can play Chaos Sword, trying to see if we can get card. Oh, he passes the turn. Okay. Let's see what happens. Actually, a benefit of that wheel from Vince that I didn't notice initially is that he basically hymned all 6 lands from Ty's hand. And now, even if he wanted to land tax, he can't because he doesn't have any more basic lands in his deck. That's why he's probably stuck on only 3 land. And this is kind of doing the math. I think he's going to... Let's see what he does. I wonder how many Concordant Crossroads he plays. Not that he needs one right now, but probably Time Walk would be... I think he Time Twisted after he Time Walk. Time Walk would be an amazing card right now. Or Ancestral. I don't know if he plays black, but Mind Twist is another target. Didn't see what he picked there. Mind Twist is probably the best card here. I was going to attack first. All right. So Ty looking down at possible 10 damage. He's going to Chaos Orb the Urnum. Oh, little shaky, but got it. Let's see what the follow-up play is here. Time Walk would be great right now. Ring Geyser, maybe? Yeah, it makes me think he tutored for the Time Walk. Ty's going to take another, assuming no interaction from him, he's going to take another 10 if he attacks with everyone. I'm not sure what life he's at right now, but he's got to be low. Looks like Vince has got a Forest and another Juggernaut in his hand. Man, he really does have those heavy hitters. Those Concordant He's really pushing the value of Concordant Crossroads, Vince. I like this deck. All right, so Ty has one more land tax in his deck. It's not really looking great right now. He's under a lot of pressure. All right, here he goes. That's going to be 10 damage. Ty might be getting an Oracle text. He's getting an Oracle text on Sea Singer. Might be in his sideboard. I don't see a Sea Singer in play. Jug comes on the board. Ty's going to take 10. He draws a card. Let's see if that's going to help. And nope, we're going to go to game 2. So good game. The first game goes to Vince. And I'm going to see how they sideboard. I think the players are checking to see if they uncovered any of these the side quests. We do have that paper here, but unfortunately I don't have access to what all the side events are. I may be able to find them. Let me see what all the side quests are about. I may not have access to them, but I didn't see anything terribly different. I think Ty's just checking to see if any of the side quests were fulfilled. There may be a couple of them having to do with life. He did lose a lot of life there. All right, so that's players are conversing about whether or not they fulfilled any. It looks like they may have fulfilled one or two. Sounds like one of the side quests is doing non-mana burn damage to yourself in some way. Vince did take 4 life for the Sylvan. I don't know if that counts. Also, City of Brass contributes to some of that. I don't know if that gets added up through the match or not. Look a little bit at Vince's deck. It looks like he's playing kind of green, black, red, blue. Like a 4-color deck. He also plays Fastbond. Haven't seen Fastbond being played main deck for a while outside of Lich decks. It looks like he's going to take it out, and not sure what he put in. Nice. Cocktail and a beer. So Ty's going to have to kind of establish a defense early. Vince's deck seems pretty aggressive, especially with the main deck Concordant Crossroads. He's really going to need to kind of have some answers quickly. Otherwise, Vince can just really take over. And it looks like from what we saw first game that he's playing like a control-y build. It's still questionable whether he wants to mill the opponent out or not, but we'll see. So a lot of the power cards, Sylvan Library, Ancestral, Brain Geyser, Land Tax, Time Walk, all that stuff. I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. It looks like he's playing main deck Tormont's Crypt, I saw, and a Sylvan Library. So he is. I'm assuming he's playing 4 Ivory Towers. I saw Geddon there, Swords to Plowshares, City Brass, Library of Alexandria, Disenchants. I mean, we probably, Sylvan Libraries, we probably have, and he plays Recall too. Probably have like maybe 54 out of 60 cards that he plays right now. I can probably write down. But I haven't seen any Millstones. He does play Recall. I think he's just, I mean, the question here is, I think his win con is probably Tormont's Crypt. All right, we're going to draw, and it looks like we're keeping, hopefully. Yes? Okay, Vince is good. So is Ty. He's going to play a early Ivory Tower, probably past the turn. Going to gain 1 during his upkeep. We'll try to keep track of the score for you, but unfortunately, reading the dice and the score pad is difficult. Tropical Islands, probably birds. Yep. That's going to gain 1. Ty's going to go up to 21. Probably see a land tax here. No, he's going to kind of slowly gain the light. There's no threats on the board yet. Going to gain 2 next turn. Vince is he is off counterspell magic. I didn't see any counterspells when he was shuffling, so he might not be running any except for maybe Mana Drain. This is going to play a Taiga. Yes, no, maybe not. Thinking about it. He's going to Ancestral first. See what he sees, what he draws. Ruby, Psyblast, Disintegrate? Yes. So I don't think that's going to change much of his plan. Plays a Ruby and a Taiga and probably passes the turn. Maybe I see a Sylvan there. He might play a Sylvan. Crossroads. Always a scary card. You never know what your opponent's gonna play after that, but probably underplayed. I don't know. Ty's gonna go up to 23. He's gonna play a land tax, probably to pass the turn. The problem with this is that he doesn't have white mana for his swords. Worst case scenario for Ty is probably maybe. I mean, he definitely doesn't want to see a big creature. He's going to regrowth Ancestral. That's pretty bad. Juggernaut, Strip Mine, Forest, or Pixie. Yeah, that was a Pixie. Vin's going to come in for 2. Ty's going to go down to 21, and he's going to land tax. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's going to go. He's going to go up to 8 cards, gain 4. So he'd be at 25 if my math is correct. Oh, gain 3. No, 25. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so there's his win con. Probably just played it out because he doesn't want his hand, wants to get down to 7 cards. Not a really juicy graveyard at this point. If anything, would have been nice last turn to prevent him from ancestraling twice, but Vince does have the Juggernaut. Ty does not have white mana from the Fellwar. Oh, now he does have white mana, and he looks at his hand. I think he just enabled him to play a Swords to Plowshare. Not sure if I would have played that City of Brass there. Oh, but he's going to get through. He's going to get in for another 9 points of damage. That should bring him down to 16, I believe. Ty's going to gain some more life here. 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 6. So he was at 25, 16 plus 6. He should be at 22, I think. Yeah, Ty's feeling, it's really, really difficult to beat Concordant Crossroads. I can understand that. He plays a Emerald. I mean, at this point, I don't know if he runs any moats, but Moat or Wrath of God is really what he wants to see. I think both the players are just commenting on the fact that Vince played Phantasmal Forces last game, which is awesome. Oh, this might be trouble. It's kind of digging for answers. Vince is going to have another free attack next turn. And with a Concordant Crossroads, that's going to be pretty scary. All right, so he's moving to discard. He's got 1 red open. Ty's at 22. Vincent asking what life he's at. He does have Disintegrate in hand. Don't know if he has the channel. He may. Oh, he does. He has. Ooh, we might see a channel Fireball. He can tutor, channel fire. Yes, he can. Game is there. I think that's game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna see it. Not a channel Fireball. Channel Disintegrate. 13. Tutor. Yep, that's game. Wow. Sorry, Ty. No, I've definitely felt that before, and it's difficult. You know, Vince has a very aggressive deck, and it's difficult for kind of control players, especially Concordant Crossroads. Really showing the power of Concordant Crossroads. A card that's kind of underutilized, underplayed. But anyway, great match. Unfortunately, Ty wasn't able to come through. Congratulations, Vince. Great game. And we'll hopefully come back for round 2.